Hi guys, welcome to Whiskey Web Wednesday. Let's go and check out the warehouse. Here is the light switch. If you want to have a look in there and watch the lights come on. Beautiful. So this is the old warehouse. This one used to be full up with 2,500 casks. But we ran out of space, so we've actually started taking over a new warehouse. So today's video, I'm going to show you the old and the new and talk a little bit about wood as well. So here in the old warehouse at Shelter Point, I'll show you some of the tools of the trade. So here's your mallet for putting the bungs back in. This is your valanche. So you may have heard of valanche and mallet. I call it the whiskey thief. And it's very important in the warehouse to have one of these. Please excuse the criminal offence there. Dropping whiskey in the floor should never be allowed. Smells good. Lots of vanilla smoke. And here's what the inside of these barrels is like. So this is an old wine stave here, and you can see I've just chipped away a little bit of it. And you can see the fresh wood underneath, and on the side the wine just penetrates a little bit down, just maybe a millimetre or two into the stave. So that's what we're talking about here. That flavour from the cask is really just coming from that first little bit of the inside of the stave. And we have different charring levels in casks. So we have maybe a number 1 sort of lightly toasted cask, and then maybe a number 4, which is like a heavily charred cask, where you get more of an alligator skin effect on the inside of the cask. In the warehouse here we have ex-bourbon barrels like these. So these are from Kentucky, Tennessee. So if you think Jack Daniels, Heaven Hills, Buffalo Trace, those kind of well-known bourbon distilleries. Over here we have a big sherry butt. Those are bigger casks, more like 500 litres. Then we have wine casks in the corner here. Let me just take this here. This one here is an Exla Freud cask. This is a smaller cask. It's called a quarter cask because it's about the quarter the size of a sherry butt. So it holds about 150 litres. Oh yeah, that's more like it. And then these here are our wine casks. Now this here is what you get a little bit of leaking sometimes. So really you just have to get your tongue out and lick it up as quickly as possible. Or you just let the angels have it. And you can see the stretches all the way down to the end there. So it's quite a long, narrow warehouse this, and it's part of a wing of a barn. We've got some virgin oak casks there too. So yeah, nice little mix of casks in the old warehouse. But let's go and see the new one now, and I'll show you what the differences are. One of the first differences actually is in this one, we've got some heating units and we've got plywood walls on the side. So it's a very strong woody aroma in here. So if anyone's been to this warehouse before, I'm sure you're familiar with that, like really strong wood smell. And this is actually an old cow barn. So we used to have cows in here, about 200 dairy cows. And the little marks on the wall there are like the stalls, the old stalls where the cows were. So this building has history with cows, but now whiskey. But let's go and see the new one and I'll show you the future. Hi Hi guys, so here we are in the new warehouse. This one is our, let's say, expansion unit. And as you can see, the sun's beaming in. It's a new light, it's a new beginning. And I have to do a big shout out because with the new warehouse comes a new sign. And this was totally out of the blue. I wasn't expecting anything. And then this turned up today. Look at that, how cool is that? So my good pal Russ, he's got a woodworking shop down in Victoria, and I guess he's got a CNC machine which allows you to do these engravings in bits of wood. So he's stolen my picture from Facebook and added Whisky Web, so I'm definitely going to add this as a backdrop to my future Whisky Web videos. I'm actually in the process of moving house right now, so I probably won't hang it up until we get to the new house, another one on the farm. But thank you so much, Russ. Big shout out to the whisky community and wonderful people like yourself for being so kind and generous, and I really appreciate it, and I will pay you back in whiskey, don't you worry. So yeah, welcome anytime, Russ, up to Shelter Point. It'd be great to see you, and we'll give you the royal treatment, so thank you very much for that. So come on in, let's have a look around. Now the first thing you notice in this warehouse is it's a much cleaner smell, I would say. There's not so much kind of wood influence from the plywood on the walls, so you're getting more of a pure cask smell. It's vanilla, it's oak, it's coconut, it's just absolutely delicious. And the more you go in, the more the smell intensifies. And this is more of a cathedral setup, so we've got a cathedral of casks here, and you'll see they're all put on a slight angle, so it's a bit easier to go in and out with the forklift, pick up the pallets and pull down the casks that you're interested in for sampling and vatting purposes.
Or for getting married.
Or for getting married, yeah. You could set up your little wedding venue here, have your minister bless the happy couple and toast them with a wee dram of Shelter Point. So doesn't that sound lovely? Let's go for a little walk in here. These casks are just becoming whiskey now, so the numbers in the sort of 1100s. They are, yeah, like this is June 2018. So this will officially be whiskey on the 30th of June next month. So it's almost time for this cask to become a real whiskey. So very excited about this new wave of whiskey that's coming along. Back here, we've got some wine casks up there. Looks like some Pinot Noir on the top right. Yeah, lots of different finishes. Once again, mostly ex-bourbon though in this warehouse. But once we're all open up again, post-pandemic, we'll yeah, give this as part of the tour. You get to see the old and the new warehouse, and you get to see the difference yourself. But just thought I'd give you a little flavour of what's going on here in terms of the warehousing at Shelter Point. Yeah, it's a credit to everyone at Shelter Point, everyone in the team for getting this far and for expanding into a new warehouse. So we're very excited that the whiskey keeps coming. The barrels are just getting better and better, and yeah, there's a lot of good things to come. So cheers everyone, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks.